Hi all. I'm quite a posh spot for my lunch today. I've come down to Bristol. Just over there in the distance is the River Severn, the Severn Estuary. You might be able to see the traffic along the M4 just there. But this here behind me is King's Weston House. It's a lovely, lovely place. The grounds around here are absolutely superb. It's a favourite spot of mine when I'm out testing. I often come here for lunch. I have today. In fact, up there on the windowsill is my flask and sarnies. It's a wonderful, wonderful old house. This. The whole of this manor was owned by the Crown way back in the pre-16th century, which explains the name King's Weston. But in 1570, a chap called Sir William Winter bought this whole estate and built a house here. Very grand place with castle turrets. Not this one you see now, but on the same spot. Castle turrets that overlooked the Avonmouth estuary over there and the River Severn as it comes in, because he was Vice Admiral of the Royal Navy. He was appointed by Elizabeth I and was actually the very first Vice Admiral of the Navy, the first ever British Royal Navy. That's a lovely, lovely place, this. They're doing quite a lot of alterations at the moment. They're taking advantage of the COVID situation, and it's shut down. It's usually open to the public, so they've closed it down and they're tidying up and updating and cleaning the place up. But if you've seen some of my earlier films, I've talked about William Winter before. I spent quite a long time researching him and that family. So he bought this in 1570 because he also owned land directly on the other opposite side of the Severn estuary there. And he bought this estate along with a few others. Pretty wealthy chap, you can imagine. And he bought this because he was, originally a merchant seaman. His father had been a merchant seaman based from Bristol, so he knew this area well. This was home for him. And they owned the family for 108 years, and it got sold in 1678 to a chap called Sir Robert Southwell, who knocked down the original house that William Winter had built, and he built this one. Let's walk back down the steps so you get a better view. And this is what his family created. It wasn't Robert Southwell that built this, but his son later on, about another 50 years later on, when he inherited it. Really, it's lovely. If you fancy coming out here for a trip like I do, I come here often on my bike when I'm working. Or even better this time of year, come in the car with the heater and doors and windscreens and things. Around that side of the house just there's a lovely coffee shop that goes down into what was the cellars to this place. That's open for takeaways. I might get a hot chocolate in a minute. There's a doggy coming to see me. Hello, fella. Hello. Hello. Not mine. So it's a great place to stop for lunch. There's, as with most of these places, there's a terrific crossover in periods of time, because during the Second World War there were several army camps on the grounds here. This would have been covered in barracks, and over the far side of the house that way you can still find the bases, foundations for some of those barracks are still there. If you're into World War II history, that's quite interesting. And following some of these walks through the grounds here, over behind the trees there's a high point quite close to the Avonmouth. We're called Pinpole Point, and there's an ancient what would you call it? It's a compass set on a stone tablet there that was from William Winter's time, so that still exists from that era, and that's worth a look over there, with terrific views across the Severn. You know, you could actually see in the old days, apparently, there's some old paintings in this place, and you can see the sailing ships lining up out there in the Severn, waiting to come down the Avonmouth into Bristol. Absolutely lovely. You know, it's a great place to come and be up close at no expense. You know, this place is just open to the public, very popular with dog walkers, as you can see. I have to bring my dogs here someday. It's a long way for me to come, but anyhow, I thought you might be interested in this place. Great for a day out, like I say. Somewhere to come on your bike. You know, most of these places I visit, I let you know about, because motorcyclists like me, you know, it's nice to have somewhere to actually head to instead of a coffee shop and home and clean your bike. This is the sort of place you can come and have a proper day out, get some lunch. Marvellous. Let's hope it's open again soon. Anyhow, I'm going to sit down here on the window ledge again and have the rest of my lunch. Hope you found that interesting, and I'll talk to you soon. All the best, bye-bye.